I don't think you can play The Sims wrong, true. You don't get why EA give EA more money. You don't get why give EA more money, Dead Already. Not sure I understand what you mean by that question. They make games. People pay for games. Yeah? People spend their money on entertainment. That's just a thing. Yeah? Whether it be football, you go watching some football, or you go play golf, or you go snorkeling, or whether you just buy a game to play. It's entertainment. EA makes entertaining games. That's it. That's why people give them money. And they're obviously very, very successful at it. Not everyone pays for entertainment. Well, there's ways of... It, you know, if it depends if you're talking about legal or illegal here. You can legally entertain yourself for free quite easily. You can also illegally entertain yourself for free. That's a moral choice. But EA is still a successful gaming company and pretty much dominates the sporting games. Just look at FIFA. EA don't make fun games anymore. That's just not a true statement at all, is it? It's not a true statement at all. You can dispute that straight away with The Sims. They're a retailer, not a gaming company. Well, they're technically a publisher. But they also own development houses like DICE, so they're both a gaming company and a publisher. Mangoven Borehall. Hello, Squirrel. As a native Swede, I take great pleasure in hearing that you enjoy the famous meatballs. Although I live in a homeland of IKEA, I haven't been to one yet. What? You need to sort that out. You need to go. Make it an objective for 2018 to go and visit IKEA then. Natrian, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Thank you for the nutty welcome for Natrian. Or not Ryan. Is it not Ryan or not Natrian? Probably not Ryan. Thank you for your support. That's worse than Lancastrian last week who hadn't had a hot pot. That's pretty poor performance from a Lancastrian, I have to say. Messina. Paul is British and yet never had an Aston. Well, come on, Tommy. That's an absurd statement. How much is it to go to IKEA? How much is it to have a hot pot? How much is it to have an Aston? It's a bit of a difference. You can sort out a hot pot, you know, in a day for a few pounds. You could even go to IKEA quite easily. The bad driver with 100 bits and an entire paragraph of text. The thing is, entertainment is subjective. Everyone likes things different, and EA has themselves successfully been acquiring IPs and developers. Regardless of their business decisions recently, they have generally made good games, although how good is again subjective. P.S. Sorry I'm late, Squirrel. I needed that cash, so I worked overtime. You're welcome. Cash comes first, yeah? Thank you, bad driver. I reckon you can get a half-decent DB7 for not much money. Yeah. I'll have a look on Auto Trader later. Obviously, if I'm British, I really need to own an Aston Martin. Miss GT, just go and buy a hot pot. It's easier. Let me tell you something, Miss GT. If you're ever near St. Helens for whatever reason, go to Cotham's. I'll tell you where it is if you ever go. Right, thanks. Scumbag. Go to Cotham's Pies and get yourself a hot pot from there. They do little hot pots. They are the best. They're so nice. They're about £1 each. They're brilliant. Ask Dre to nip over to St. Helens and get you one. The meat and potatoes are nice as well, but the hot pots are great. I am not excited for the Grand Tour Season 2. Not one bit.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
I think so, Kilmowski. Paul's losing it this evening. Jacob, I'm just driving like an Italian. Do you remember that song, Walk Like an Egyptian? It's like that, but drive like an Italian. It's that. All over. What do I think of Mudrunner? I'm very hopeful for the future of Mudrunner. It was always a great game. It was just a shame the dev and the publisher fell out. Snake Doctor, thank you for 32 months. They've changed the bad things in Season 2. Hammond, May and Clarkson always deliver. I don't know. I don't know. I will reserve judgment. I even felt that Top Gear itself in the last few seasons started to get a bit contrived. Well, not a bit. It started to get very contrived. And you could also tell they weren't enjoying it. So, I'll have a look at Season 2. I hope that it's not as contrived as Top Gear was, and I hope they enjoy it a lot more and that comes across. Because Top Gear used to be a fantastic show. But then it just didn't, it just lost it. So we'll see. Punched a producer. Well, he did punch a producer, yeah, and then he got sacked. Although technically he didn't get sacked because he was self-employed. He had his contract ended.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Villa San Giovanni. Sounds like an ice cream. Eurosim, thank you for 37 months. Yay. The thing with the ambulances was the last straw for me. Talk about phoning it in. It's like when they went to Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they had that pickup truck that just would not be destroyed. It's stuff like that. They're classic episodes. And I appreciate not every episode can be great. But when they start contriving stuff, I don't like it. Daddy of War Daddy. Downloading mods for Euro Truck in the US is a struggle for me. Why? I do like this port. Erg. Steering axles for the win. But that's damaged it. 3% rip. Oh, the download speed, fair enough. Crikey, you guys will boom everything. Just so you're aware, the boom thing only operates when subs do it, not when non-subs do it. What do they want to boom? They want to boom me hitting the trailer into the wall. You want to see that again? This is such a good port. It's a great bit of modelling. Heron, thank you for 2 years. 24 amazing months. Happy anniversary, Heron. Thank you for 2 years. Right, so let's double check our route here. We are heading past Catanzaro. This time we're going to take the road to the right. And we're going to go into Taranto, which Mandelsoft said is really good. Boom is like an excuse to drink at New Year. Okay. Nelly Street 24, thank you for subbing, Nelly. Thank you for the nutty welcome. Welcome to the house, Nelly. Thank you for the support. Good night, Fon. So this 40k thing just feels like I'm walking. The stream is nuts. Why does Italy have slow speeds? I actually don't know. But look, it's 40 on the ramp, then it's 70 across the bridge, and then when we go around here, I bet it drops to 40 again. Although it won't because I've said it. No, it's not going to do. It did before. It dropped back down to 40. How much longer do you think you'll be streaming for, Jay? Probably do this job and then call it, I think. I have to go and help my daughter write a personal statement for tomorrow. Lol. Oh, the joys of being a dad. Do you know when ACS will release the huge loads? Are you talking about the special trailer pack? I would suggest this year. But I don't have a definite release date for you. Good night, Atticon. Should a UCAS form? Correct, NPR. She's got to have this thing in tomorrow, and of course she's left it till today to do that, so... GG. I don't even know what you put on a personal statement anymore. I find personal statements to be a bit cheesy. They're essentially asking you to either make things up or brag about yourself. Like, what do you put down that just doesn't sound like cheeseball? I don't know. You reckon they should bring in the wagon and drag on this game? The wagon and drag? Clifty, I'm not sure what you mean, mate. You always struggle with personal statements. Don't even know where to start. Yeah, I think that's the same position she's in. Good night, Jay Stocky. What's a personal statement for? It's for them to read. and learn about you and your motivations. So you've got to, let's say you're going to go in for, I don't know, let's say you're going to apply to be a doctor. You have to, in your personal statement, put like how you've always wanted to be a doctor. And this is where I think it's cheeseball, because it's all made up. Ever since the age of 7, I've just wanted to be a doctor. You know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I find it fascinating. I want to be the best in my subject. I want to study all day, every day, and even when I sleep. It's just going to be utter tosh. And that's what I don't like about it. So I don't know what to put in, though. Yeah, for a job you want to be honest. I want to make money. Somebody put that on a CV once. Actually, no, I think I was interviewing a guy. That was it. I was interviewing a guy. And I said, so, what is it that attracts you to the job? There's some like question I said to him, what is it that attracts you to this job? And he went, well, the money. I went, okay, well, there's the door. I wanted a bit more from it. So, yeah, I didn't pick him. Yeah, the money and the perks. Bones Iron, thank you for 7 months. You wanted a lie. I wanted him to be inventive with it, you know? Not a lie, but not the hard truth that the only reason he's motivated is by the money to pay his mortgage. Like, I was kind of hoping for some other interest in the job, like, well, I really enjoy development, I like working in a team, you know? Anything like that would have been semi-nice.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Yes, he was being honest. I mean, ultimately we're not doing it for free, but that shouldn't be the reason that you do the job. Yeah? There should be more to it than that. I'm looking for somebody that's interested in the job, not just there for the money. Let me put it that way. Con292, so close, 23 months. You might be the best guy you've ever interviewed, you never know. I doubt it, Wyland. I kind of get a feel for people, and I'm pretty certain he wasn't. What do you do as a job? At that point, I was a development manager. At that point. I missed my 3-month sub, Kenneth. It's not even on my screen. I have to scroll down. 3 months. Quarter of a year already. Where has time gone? Into the bin. Sorry, Kenneth. Thank you for 3 months. The only reason why I work what I do is because the money's reasonable-ish and the hours are fairly decent, I admit it. Heyman, there's the door. What if he's watching the stream? Imagine that. Do you miss your old job? Nah. I was already on the way out of my old job. It was just a matter of which direction I was going to go in. I stayed at my old job longer than I should have done because it suited me to do so while I got ready to go full-time. Like, I'd already decided a year before I went full-time, I'd already decided that's what I wanted to do. So I spent another 12 months just doing my job in order to be able to do it. Because changing job wouldn't have made sense at that point, because you never know what kind of hours you're going to get, where you're going to be, blah blah blah, what kind of workload you're going to get. Better to know what job you've got while you're planning something else. I'm sure you was, Big Scottish. Why don't you start by telling me, Big Scottish, where I interviewed you? How did it take it when you said you were leaving? What do they think of you now? I don't know what they think of me now. I don't really care. Well, they were gutted. They were absolutely gutted because I was one of the key people. And as it happens, another key person that I sat next to that used to talk to, I actually told the guy I was going to leave, and he was like, "Are you kidding me?" I said to him, "I've just resigned," and he went, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, because I'm going to resign next week." And I was like, we were just sat there laughing. Like, what? So yeah, I just sat there for the rest of the week chuckling away because I knew that next week this other guy was going to resign as well. And so I resigned, and the following Monday he resigned, and they'd lost 2 of their kind of top people. Honestly, this company, I was like, this company, you know, they showed little love, you know what I mean? So when I said to them I'm resigning, I was basically, I couldn't care less what they thought, quite frankly. Like, I never like resigning from jobs because I always feel a little bit, there's always a part of me that feels guilty because I'm letting people down, and I don't like letting people down. But when I resigned for this job, I had absolutely no care whatsoever about what they thought. And so when he resigned as well, I was actually chuckling. And they didn't like it at all. When 2 key guys left, it caused a lot of problems. But the way they treated their staff, nobody cared. They worked their staff too hard. Way too hard. They had one guy, and bearing in mind he had a wife and kids, they basically forced him to work down in Cornwall for initially a placement of 3 months. He had to stay there for a year. So he had to drive back from Cornwall every weekend to see his family. And they didn't care. That's the way they treated people. And I always said to the guy I sat with, I said, if they ever say that to me, I'll be like, and there's my resignation. Yeah, well, the way they looked at people was, you're just a cog in the machine. That's the way they looked at people. And I don't want to work at a company like that. People are people, and they're all different. They're not cogs. You're still waiting on your Salesforce fixes. Anyway, I think we've just branched off the road, haven't we? We've been talking away. Yeah, so we're all on a new road now. Pro mods release for 1.30 is imminent. What's a cog? Laguba, why don't you put that into Google? What is a cog? I learned from my workplace, we stopped working for a few days and then they changed stuff. Yeah, well sometimes, like in our case, two senior guys resigned. It basically gave them a massive wake-up call. And that's a good thing because it means the people that stayed behind often get treated better. Bad driver. Hey Paul, you're off to Cornwall for 3 months. Next week, passes manager resignation form. No, I'm not. That's exactly right. Because the previous job to that, right? The previous job to that, they did exactly the same thing to me. It wasn't Cornwall, but they took me into an office once. One Monday, I came into work and they went, we're going to move you and your team. Bearing in mind I was working in central London, yeah? And I quite like working in central London. You know, Oxford Circus area, I quite liked it. And they came into an office and they went, we're going to move you and your team to West London. I went, what? They said, we're going to move you and your team to West London. I went, okay. I said, when's this happening? And they said, well, probably in about a month's time. So I said, so we don't get any say in this? And they went, well, it's already been decided. I said, well, okay, I'll tell you for one thing, I'm not moving to West London. I said, I'll tell the rest of the team, but I'm telling you now, I am not moving to West London. Oh, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. I gave it a week for him to sort it out. And then I came in and I said, I emailed my boss on the Sunday night. I said, and then I phoned him up Monday morning. I said, I'm resigning. And all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Because I was a development manager and I just resigned. And that's going to cause a huge problem. Because I knew the system inside out. I'd built it over years. I knew it inside out. And I told them I'm not moving. But they didn't believe me, so they called my bluff, didn't they? And I just resigned. Oh my god, it hit the fan. And within a week, some senior manager had come down, spoken to me, and found a room, found a place for us to stay in the middle of our office where we were, so we didn't have to move anymore. And then they said, so are you gonna not resign now? I went, no, I've already resigned. You know, I've already told my new employee that I'm coming working for them. You know, I gave you a week, I told you I wasn't moving, you did nothing, and when I resigned, then you say to me, oh, you can stay now. Well, that's just tough. And so that was that. I resigned from that job. I know, like, I have lines, yeah? I have lines very clear on mind. I know if they cross a line, I'm done. And that was a line. Like, moving me to West London is a line. Moving me to Cornwall is a line. If you cross it, I'm done. But they don't believe you, some people. They just think, oh, yeah, he's saying that, but he won't resign. There's my resignation letter. Enjoy. Anyway, I'm not looking at scenery. I'm waffling. What did I put in my resignation letter? I always put the same thing. I always say, I very much enjoyed working for your company, but I feel now's the time to move on, blah, 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 blah. Kind regards, Paul, boom, done. I keep it really, really simple. Oh, and the other thing I always put is, as of today's date, this is when I'm resigning, and then I go, according to my contracts, I have to work, you know, whatever it is, 28 days notice, 1 month's notice, so my official last day will be this day. So I put it in writing exactly when I'm going to leave, and then it's up to them to challenge it then. But it's always right. But I always put the basic facts, and then it's been a great, thanks for the opportunity, bye-bye. Just keep it completely like that. There's no point putting anything else in a resignation letter. There's no point moaning, complaining, whining. It will do you no good. Just say you're leaving, and that's that. That's my advice. Put enjoyed in quotation marks. Yeah, but you're just being sarcastic by doing that, aren't you? There's no point. Yeah, exactly. Never burn your bridges, Chippy. Whenever I've resigned, I have never gone out with a bang. I have never done anything, but I've just quietly resigned and made them think that it's all good. I'm just going to something better, that's all. You guys were great, yeah? I loved working here. You're the best, but I'm just going for a better opportunity. It's the best way to do it, because if ever your new employer writes in and says, can you give this guy a reference, if you've just sat there and burned the bridges and torched the house down, what kind of a reference are you going to get? You're not going to get a good one, are you? So it's just not worth it. And anything you put in writing, in a letter, resignation letter, is it's going to be passed around. It's going to be read by senior people. It's not worth it. Taranto, right? Let's have a look. Mandelsoft said this place is ace. Ooh, shiny. Another industrial place by the look of it. Thoughts on the new Scania have been given numerous times. Yeah, I keep in contact with past colleagues. I go out for a beer with the guy that I used to sit next to. I'm due for going out with another beer with him soon, actually. Another guy that worked with at the company before that. I keep in touch with a bunch of those people. This is super industrial. Wow. Is this like a mining facility or something? Whoa, look at this. Ex-industrial. Yeah, Battery H. I know about that one as well. That's come to the UK. when you asked, like as a manager, I've often asked for a reference for somebody from a new employer, and you got to be careful what you put in now. Whoa! Look at that. One sec. That's some tasty draw distance. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Very good. That road... Let's have a look at the map. That road goes down, though. It's got like a roundabout down there. I think I might just go that way. I can hear a Lambo. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
What does the Italia DLC feel like? It feels like pizza with a stuffed crust of cheese. That's what it feels like. Are the frame rate stable? Matto, it's just like crazy smooth. It's very, very well optimized. Other kind of rustic feel they've got. These demolished buildings and stuff. Look at that. The derelict buildings. Loads of them. Well, Whiteland. Whiteland, I opened a grey bag. Nobody knew what the grey bag was. It had no name on it. It had no name in it. No message, no statements. And it was a hat that was a turkey. And I opened it earlier. And you should have been here, Whiteland, but you wasn't. So if that was from you, then thank you, because we don't know who it was from. But we opened it with the P.O. Box stuff. Well, it was the P.O. Box stuff, to be quite frank with you. Look at that. That is some incredible detail. You've been here 5 minutes and you're already living the stream, TJ. Thank you. Right. Discoverable is an MAN dealer. You moan about sharpening the knife behind the turkey arrived. It arrived, so they're sharp yet. Was that the reason you sent that, Whiteland? Was that to get me to... That's not a turkey and you know it. That's a turkey hat. Listen, Whiteland, I don't know about sharpening knives. The handle fell off a pan. Well, I boiled an egg, emptied the water out, tipped it upside down and the whole pan fell off the handle. And that's happened twice, so I need to buy some more pans now. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make Sunday dinner. So yeah, knife sharpening. That was pretty cool. Check the route again. Okay. This is weird, look at that. It's like a highway that just loops back. More pans. Yeah, you know, like saucepans for cooking in. Cooking pans, Wyland, you know what I mean. Actually, should probably do another giveaway key.
Anniversary natter.
Let me give her another key away. 1 second. Let's see. What did we decide the keyword was going to be? Pasta, that was it. Pasta. There you go. Giveaway is open. ! Pasta. If you want to win a key for Italia DLC, put it in lowercase and make sure you only enter once. ! Pasta. Yeah, you need to put the exclamation mark in front of it, guys. Just saying pasta doesn't do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crazy fool. You won the last one, trucker guy. Uh, 30x Gamer, thank you for 21 months. James789 with 80 bits. Just 20 more and it would have appeared on screen. Hello Paul, how was the funeral? Who won the giveaway? Nice to see you back on the schedule. Much love. Thank you, James. Raise109, 25 months. Yay, Twitch has only taken 4 months to give me my 2-year acorn. But my main question, are we there yet? Nearly. Are they, like olive trees or something? Those things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
KC3, thank you for the 100 bits, KC. Well, I saw it, Bowsy, 14 months, but I wasn't sure if I'd already read it, because you didn't put a message. Well, thank you for 14 months, Bowsy. Could be grapes. Could be. Olive garden, right, okay.
Happy anniversary natter.
Whoa, that was a bit sharper than I thought. Let's take the telepass. Hang! Oh, that was close. Grapes grow on vines, not tress. Ha ha ha. Sunset hype. Modugno. No, the telepass is exactly the same, you just don't have to stop and press the key. There's no difference. I think there's a screenshot here, you know. Sunset and trees. It smells like screenshot. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So there's one more. See, desktop wallpaper right there. I should put that one up, I think. Put it online somewhere. Let's replace that one. think that one should go online. I'll do. Are you going to put the truck on the drawbridge to end with? Don't think so, Connor. I always forget, George. I'm behind by... I've still got all the screenshots, I just haven't uploaded them onto Facebook. A beautiful time of day to end, eh?
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Tunnel disco! Jumper table with 3 years, 36 months old school. Just haven't been watching your streams on a regular basis past month, but I should be returning as they are obviously great. Well, thank you for staying sub, Jumper table. I hope you can join us for more streams. Look at that view. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. No, I haven't got any bacon. The bacon is in op. Leaning Tower of Pisa in the DLC. I doubt it, because you can't really get a truck anywhere near the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I think we need to go that way. I doubt it. Trailer damage? What? Oh, look at them, look there. Look at those busy workers discussing the football results. Okay, where is the drop-off point? Oh, wait. I've missed it, apparently. Oh, do I have to go in that gate? Do we go in here, I think? This is a new drop-off point. Do we go in the other gate then? Okay. Well, that one's Gandalf. Let's try the other one. Maybe that's just the exit gate. It should have a no entry sign on it. Gandalf. You don't get the Gandalf reference. Watch Lord of the Rings. You know the Balrog? Remember that bit? No? Okay. Beautiful. There we go. You don't care for it? Well, I don't care that you don't care for it. Oh, look at the cheeky barrels there, just so that you can't... It's like not too easy. Slightly off. These turning trailers. Come on, surely that's okay. What? I was going to say, we're getting really picky here in Italy now. That's better. Some of the gates are animated now in Italy DLC. 4.2% damage penalty. At least I got some XP out of there. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let me pick that winner. Pick the winner of the giveaway. Italy DLC. Right. Best of luck. The winner is Oldman Frederick. Congratulations, Oldman Frederick. You have won a copy, or rather a key, for ETS2 Italia DLC. Congratulations, old man Frederick. I can't talk. Congratulations, sir. You need to claim your key. You've got 48 hours to send me a message on Twitch, subject Rafa claim. You know the drill. And I'll send you a key right back. So yeah, send me a claim by Tuesday. Otherwise, if you don't claim it, I shall put it in the pot and give it away next week. And that is that. So we basically went and saw most of it. So the bit we've not done, we've come all down the south side here. Been all around Sicily, up to Taranto and Bari. We've not explored Bari fully yet. And then there's Pescara, Ancona, Terni, all the rest of it. Lots of roads to do, which we'll probably explore next week, I imagine. But it comes out on the 5th of December, so you feel free to try it yourself as well. I think it's safe to say it's the usual quality from SES. I should be back next week, guys. Should be a normal stream schedule next week, so I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Can we get loads of GGs in chat for the mod team, who've modded splendidly again all weekend for your viewing pleasure. And yeah, I shall kick off the playlist shortly after I finish. Although I only streamed yesterday and today, so maybe what I'll do is I'll build a playlist from yesterday, today, and maybe some from last week. But yeah, I'll kick that off. And I hope you all have a fantastic week. So we're not going to raid today because I kick off the playlist on Sunday night. So anyway, have a wonderful week. Stay nutty. And I'll see you all in a few days' time. Christmas is coming. Holidays are coming, so it's all good. But yeah, and thank you to SCS for the keys as well. And to another fantastic DLC. And I will be recording videos tomorrow as well. Right, I'm out of here. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.